It's like a before picture here, see?
Well, I'm hoping for a good after.
This week, we're upgrading the organization of Chelsea's laundry room to handle her growing family.
Oh, it looks so good, doesn't it?
Homeowners love a good, straightforward, practical approach to home improvement.
Not every home needs a total overhaul.
That's why we focus on small projects that'll make a big difference.
Oh my
Gosh, yes!
Chelsea always has some great ideas for homeowners.
And Dad's practical knowledge with his fun-loving attitude is why we've been around for so long.
The most realistic, most current home improvement information you're going to find anywhere. Pretty slick, huh?
Families that improve their homes together stay together.
For over 2 years, I've been helping Chelsea and her husband Brandon renovate their mid-century ranch. One project at a time. We've transformed the exterior, the large family spaces, and all the bathrooms. So, let's see what's next.
We kind of had a master plan in mind all along, so we're working on a few projects every year to accomplish that plan. And at the very end of the plan was renovating our kitchen, and that's where we are now. As part of our kitchen renovation, we reconfigured the laundry room to make access for a future addition. What that means for the laundry room is a smaller footprint, which means all of the square footage that we do have needs to be super organized.
Spider Guys, how was your day at school?
Can I hold Kayla?
All right.
Can I hold Kayla?
You wanna hold her?
It's like we're,
Now that Claire is here, I have laundry to keep up with for 4 kids, and even though her clothes are tiny, it still adds up. All of the stuff that was in the old laundry room is still in baskets on the floor and all over the place, so we just need some organization that helps make this smaller laundry room make sense. Gus, do you go to the library tomorrow, so we need to return your library book? The kitchen renovation went down to the studs, so we hired out the work to make it as fast as possible so we could get back in there as fast as possible, but that meant we spent a pretty penny on it. So I'm looking to save a little bit of money in the laundry room by doing it myself, and with Dad, of course.
All right, so
Hey, Dad.
I couldn't hardly get an invitation over here at all to help on the kitchen, and you
Oh,
want
please.
me to help you on the laundry room? Is that what's happening?
I just wanted to keep the room small for you.
Well, you're almost finished, aren't you?
Yeah, I just have a backsplash, really.
Okay, what do you have in mind in here?
Well, I need so much storage. I know you and I both like to
Oh, wow.
organize things.
Well, this looks like it needs a little organization. This is like a
Please.
before picture here, see?
Well, I'm hoping for a good after. I actually don't mind doing laundry, but the utility part of this room is what's causing me a lot of frustration. There's nowhere to put our cleaning supplies or our iron and ironing board.
There's a lot of room, a lot more room in here than I thought. I thought it was just a regular traditional 5-6 foot closet, but
I mean, you see, I got started hanging that stuff up, but I still have so much stuff to put up. In addition to all of the functional storage space, we need some doors so that we don't have to look at the washer and dryer coming down the hallway. And so I can hide my stuff in there when I have my friends over. That's what my mom used to always do. Put in the laundry room. Don't open that door.
and you finally took me up on my offer to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Good old manual labor.
Well, I mean, overhead, you got plenty of room for overhead. You've already got
Like
your
for
hanging. We
some-
can look at whether or not that needs to stay there.
Yeah, that might need to move.
And
And,
then
then
your-
you see
your-
the air return
yeah.
had to bump out in there. We always had our air return in the laundry room. It did get moved for the new laundry room configuration, but now there's this dead space above it that is just begging for some shelves.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Cover it
space
up.
here. A lot of good light, everything. I don't see any
Yeah.
problem. As usual, the first step is playing moving man. I thought you were going to have all this cleaned out before I got here.
You should know me better than that by now.
You know, all the hundreds of projects I've done over the years, the homeowners always say it'll be all clean when you get here and we can go to work. Rarely is that the case.
Look at this. Antique.
Wow. Huh. That's an old one there.
An oldie but a goodie.
Still working.
It's my upstairs drill.
You got an upstairs and a downstairs drill?
That's right.
Okay, we don't have to lift these. We're going to slide them. I wonder how many of these things I've moved over the years.
If only you got paid for everyone you moved.
Oh, I didn't. Your mama doesn't pay very well.
Oh, it scratched up my floor so bad.
What happened to the floors?
The washing machine danced. It wiggled.
And it caused that?
Look how terrible.
On the brand new floor?
Brand new floors. I was so excited to run our first load of laundry after we got the kitchen put back together. I came back when it was done and the washing machine had moved 6 inches and it had scratched our brand new hardwood floors. Dum-dum that I am, I'm like, oh, that must have just been a fluke. So I ran another load of laundry and it scratched it up again.
Where'd you get these? So Chelsea says, I don't want to lose that tool. I need it back in my toolbox.
They are not yours, definitely not.
Look, DL.
Nope.
Right there. I have them encrypted.
CL, channel lock.
Just like the one I had in my toolbox last week.
Yeah. Okay, yours is probably still there because these are mine.
Put my initials on it.
No, you didn't. No, you did not.
I can real quick.
Yeah.
With all the concern about germs, I was going to use this bacteria-killing spray to clean the surfaces here in the kitchen. But before doing that, I thought I'd practice what I preach here on Simple Solutions all the time and read the label. That's very important. But as you can see, the print is way too small. Even with my reading glasses, there's no way I could read that. So I thought I'd get a little assist from my phone. I was going to take a picture of the label. And now, with that photograph, you can very easily enlarge the print. How great is that? Makes it much easier to read, even without reading glasses. You know, you can make it as big as you need to. And I'm looking at this and I see it says, for use on hard, non-porous, non-food surfaces. That would have been bad if I had sprayed this on the countertop, because obviously this comes in contact with food. And I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't read the label. So before you buy the product, take a picture of it and read that label.
After the break.
I thought I'd make a donation to the laundromat.
I'm helping where I can. We're clearing out Chelsea's laundry so we can make it more organized.
Easy enough, huh?
First edition cabinets.
All right, I've got your cabinets here, and let me go over with you how they should be hung. Okay?
I'm ready.
You know, people really get excited when they're hanging wall cabinets. What they forget a lot of times is the swing of the door. Will it hit a light? Will it hit something else around there? Or maybe in the case of a laundry room, will that washing machine lid be able to open and stay open? So the decision is how far off that wall and how far off the ceiling.
Okay.
My suggestion.
Great. Go ahead. You have the floor, Dad.
Normally you do around 12.
Okay.
I think we can move this up a little bit because you're going to have that funky shelf in the middle here.
Yes.
So we maybe go up to 10.
Okay. So it'll clear the light fixture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
All right. How far off that wall?
Well, the light fixture is centered on the opening. So therefore I want the
It
cabinets.
doesn't have to do with anything.
Everything. Because this is more of a laundry closet, everything needs to be easily accessible from the door opening. So we're centering the cabinets and the washing machine and dryer on the opening. So that's center. So you put the two
the
cabinets
cabinet
up
will be.
next to that line.
What's this? C.
C for Chelsea.
No, for center.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna install them and I'll paint them in place.
Mm-hmm. At night, when I'm at home.
These are basic 30-inch by 30-inch wall cabinets that Chelsea picked up at the Home Depot.
The wall cabinets we carry here in the store, we do carry in a variety of sizes, ranging from 12 inches to 36 inches. Gives the homeowner the ability to mix and match and fill the size that they need on the wall.
While I hold the cabinets on our layout lines, Chelsea drives screws into the wall studs. On the second one, I return the favor.
I guess I'll go and get me a drink of water.
Don't even tease. I don't care who you are, working with your arms above your head is hard work.
Okay, we're good. Let go.
Yep, need to work out a little bit more.
So I thought I'd help you out a little bit on the laundry you have to do, huh? I think it's just fun. We usually hand off work to homeowners.
Yeah,
You're
you're
the
enjoying
homeowner.
this too
So,
much.
Also, I know you don't have your washer and dryer. You got the 4 kids. I thought I'd make a
Stop.
donation to the laundromat. So you can take this and go to the laundromat.
I'm gonna take it. I'll take your pocket lint too. Thank you so much for the quarters that I'm
Yeah.
not going to use for laundry.
Yeah, where are my quarters then?
They're mine. You gave them to me. They're my quarters now.
You've been doing this your whole life.
Overnight, I primed the cabinets, so this morning, Dad and I can get started building the shelf unit above it.
You come up with any idea over here?
Well, originally I thought I wanted a countertop over here, but that just doesn't make sense. Like there's not room to be in front of it to fold. So I was thinking if we could cover this up and then maybe even add shelves above it. That way we can just have a little bit more storage, cover up the air duct, and then maybe
That's
even
gonna
match the height.
mess up your rod though.
Right. I was thinking that it might even be easier to access the rod if it was attached
Oh,
here
you'd
to
have just
here.
about the same amount, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Huh. That sounds pretty good. Well, we could actually bring that up with some plywood, put
Yeah.
the shelves in there.
Okay. And then I was thinking, yeah, match the height of this cabinet over here.
That's a good idea.
That way some symmetry, something.
Well, you'll also have a wall here that you might be able to mount something on. What about
Oh
the,
yeah, I
what
have
about
my
the
ironing board. Yeah, I have my ironing board I can
Okay.
hang.
All right, good.
I
Well,
love hanging things on the wall.
it sounds like to me, that's me.
I'm gonna help you.
Okay, all right, let's do it. So, 14 or 13? Let's go 13.
Yep. Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
I'm begging you to help me, so I'm not gonna be choosy about it.
Wow. Wow. So I know what Chelsea really means, and you're welcome.
Don't pick on Dad too much, or he.
That's right, or he'll go get in his truck.
Nothing strikes terror into the heart of a homeowner like these words, frozen pipe or a leaky pipe. That can do a lot of damage, thousands of dollars worth of damage if it's not caught in time. Well, you can catch them in time now with this. Now, this is the Kidda leak detector and also freeze detector. Now, how it works, look how small this thing is. You simply just pop in the 2 AA batteries that come with it, and you put it on the floor anywhere that you've got water. Say it's a toilet, or maybe a washing machine, or even a refrigerator if you have an ice line. Any place where if that line breaks, there's gonna be water damage. So how this works is that when it comes in contact with water, it immediately sends a signal to the Kidda app that you have on your smartphone. Also, if the temperature drops, it sends an alert too so that you can be aware of that so that your pipes don't freeze. And if the battery is low, it'll send you that alert as well.
This Best New Product segment is brought to you by The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Coming up, here's a shock.
I learned patience from you.
We're adding organization to Chelsea's laundry room, and this plywood is about to become a cool custom shelf unit.
It can be a little bit awkward cutting a full piece of plywood on a table saw, but there's no better way to get those nice, accurate cuts you need when you're building shelving. Go your way just a ½ inch or so. Okay. Well, anytime you can stack several pieces of wood on top of each other and cut them at the same time, we call it gang cutting. It's a lot more accurate and you save a little time.
Should I glue it?
No, you just be patient and learn.
I learned patience from you. Which means I have very little.
You picked the wrong mentor for that one. Well, I'm glad I could be such a positive influence.
Well, I didn't say positive, I just said influence.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm better than that.
Apparently not.
You may look and notice there are no stray nails. Oh, don't look over here. You may notice there's no stray nails that you can see at this time.
I didn't notice
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I won't tell him if you don't. All right, so where are we putting these 3 shelves?
Well, you can do a lot of measuring and marking to make sure the shelves are nice and square, or you grab your square and it goes a lot faster, just as accurate. Now look, here. That's the center. You want to draw you a mark right down there at the very end of that, just to give you a little closer reference.
Okay.
Pencil. We're using the block trim to cover up the end grain of the plywood and just make it look a lot more finished.
Because these shelves are so deep, I really want to be able to prime them before we put them in place. That way I can access the shelves from both sides.
Meanwhile, I'm installing some heavy-duty brackets for a heavy-duty shelf that'll go in a little bit later. When the primer is dry, we move the shelf inside and nail it in place. Once the clothes rod is relocated, the day is over, so Chelsea can paint the cabinets and shelves overnight.
At the end of our kitchen renovation, we had all of our hardwood floors refinished, but we have yet to put the shoe molding back in place. So I'm gonna start in the laundry room. That way I don't have to move the washer and dryer again.
Ah, already starting to work, huh?
I'm ready. I got all the shoe molding cut and stained.
Oh, it is stained and everything.
So I'm ready to install it, and then I thought you could help me get my washer and dryer moved back in today.
We don't need that move in here.
Okay, well, I do need to wash some clothes.
So, yeah, I thought it might be.
We're running out of socks.
You're nailing that into the baseboard, not the floor.
That's right, you know it.
One mistake a lot of homeowners make when they're installing shoe molding is nailing it into the floor and not into the baseboard. The floor will move a little bit, the baseboard shouldn't.
All right, watch that wet paint. Ooh, you already touching it?
Got it?
Oh, sure did.
I saw no wet paint signs. I saw no yellow caution tape. You owe me a shirt.
It's latex.
You let me do it. You let me. Yeah.
Okay, now it's my
And
fault.
then you chuckle. That's what
I gotcha.
That's what hurt.
I'll wash it when you get my washing machine put back
You know, flexible dryer vents always seem to be kinked. The periscope vent will allow us to save a little room, make it more efficient in terms of being able to dry those clothes a lot quicker.
After our kitchen countertops were complete, there was a piece left over that I thought would make the perfect shelf to go above our washer and dryer. Now that Dad has the heavy-duty brackets installed, we can put that beautiful piece of stone countertop in place.
You know, a piece of stone like this weighs a little bit less than 100 pounds. That's why we had to have really good support to hold it in place.
It looks so good, doesn't it?
I knew you would like it.
Now that we made the laundry room all pretty, I'm ready to cover it up by installing the bifold doors.
First, the track is attached to the header. Then the pivot points are attached at the floor level. The pivot pins go into the top and bottom of the doors, and then we line them up with the pivot points before we make adjustments.
You know, the basic process of installing bifold doors is not hard at all, but it's a little tedious in that you have to line everything up just right, and these little pieces can be a little fragile. You break one of them, you have to start all over.
I love it all. I was gonna paint them brown, but I kind of like them white. They're the same color as the wall. It's like a little tuxedo, like a little kitten. To wrap this project up, I'm touching up the scratches on the floor with a stain marker that will blend right in. And to keep the washing machine from dancing anymore, I'm putting a rubber furniture foot underneath the feet on the washer. Not only will this keep it from moving, but if it does get moved in the future, it's not gonna scratch the floors. All right, up, down. Please stop, don't scratch up the paint by being annoying.
Thanks to her kitchen renovation, Chelsea's laundry room was basically new, but terribly basic. There were no shelves or cabinets for storage, and there wasn't even a door to conceal the chaos. But now, the addition of some simple stock cabinets has elevated the look of the space while it keeps much of what needs to be stored there out of view. The shelf unit over the air return utilizes what would have otherwise been wasted space. Plus, the bifold doors will cleanly cover up the clutter when Chelsea's not busy doing laundry, which oddly enough, I think she's relieved to be doing it again.
I can go 1, maybe 2 days without a washer and dryer, but 3 days is 1 day too many. So I'm so excited to have our laundry room put back together. I love the simplicity of having storage above our machines and covering the air return with more storage. And I love that the colors in here match the kitchen right next door. And we can close it all up with our new bifold doors.
With 4 kids in the house, that will be one busy area, and I'm glad we were able to make it more attractive and a lot more efficient. You know, Chelsea amazes me at all the skills she's developed over the years, and along the way, a lot of confidence as well, to be able to take on a complete extensive kitchen remodeling without one single panic phone call to Dad. Well, that's pretty good. Hey, I'm Danny Lipford. Thanks so much for being with me and Chelsea here on today's Homeowner. Come see us again next week. No dancing in the laundry room, please.
Well, if you can't dance in the laundry room, where can you dance, Dad? Dad, I'm so proud you're measuring.
You scared me. Why you hollering at me like that? Right here.